So we at Rain Ministries wanted to give you more of a day-to-day update on the ways that God's moving and some prayer requests that you guys can be praying for. So we're going to do that in less than 4 minutes. And go!
One thing I'm excited about right now is that our evangelism pack, called the Stir Pack, is being sent to the graphic designer right now, and he's come up with some really good ideas, and we're hoping to put that to print in the next few weeks, and we get to distribute that to a bunch of different youth workers to use.
One way that God is moving, there's a group of men that are meeting on Wednesday nights here in the Moto Shop. We're actually have been journeying together through the story of God. We recently have just gone through the life of Christ, his sacrifice for us, and actually last night we walked through what Jesus had been doing as far as establishing a church and what the church's mission and purpose is to make disciples. It's been fun to see people begin to interact with God's story.
One way that I've seen God moving in the school I work in right now is that I now have a committed group of 11 young people who are about 16 that are committed to coming and growing in their faith and learning to reach their friends.
One thing that I feel God's been doing in our ministry lately is showing that the Word has power, it's alive, and it changes people's lives. Our gospel community has spent a lot of time talking about what the good news means to us and how if we let it change us, we find life. Everybody has been eager to find more life. And I think particularly of two people who just expressed faith in God and kind of reoriented their life towards God instead of their own way.
There's a group of ladies I meet with on Monday morning, and we're challenging each other to read God's Word every day for the 46 days of Lent. I'm excited to see lots of them really taking up that challenge. Mostly I'm excited that God's speaking to each one of them as they spend time in His Word.
One thing I'm excited about is the 3 people who are in my cluster. This week we're talking about the different ways that God is working in their ministry. There was a young person that was being challenged to lead, a church that was being encouraged to mentor young people, and a local young person who was really being challenged about what his faith meant to him. That's the fun stuff in ministry, is when you get to see the people you're investing into reaching out and investing in others. So that's a highlight.
For the longest time, we've been trying to find ways to live our life on mission, where we are bringing people along, just trying to live everyday life, but alongside other people that don't know God. I feel like something that God's been doing lately is it's kind of flipping on us. Some of these people that we keep inviting to things are actually now inviting us, and these are non-believers. So it's been really cool that I feel like our non-believer friends are starting to get mission almost and starting to really understand this community and enjoy it, and they're kind of taking the lead, which is really cool.
And the prayer is that God would really use it to open up more opportunities to train in evangelism and train in discipleship, and obviously that lots of youth workers would find it to be a tool that they can really use to see more young people come to faith.
Pray for a couple of those men that are in that story. As we've gone through, especially the death and resurrection of Jesus and some of that truth that speaks very clearly about a choice, God would actually draw them to Himself and His grace would be irresistible.
That they stay committed and they will leave school in a few weeks, so that they are really committed during their study leave break to still be working on their relationship with God.
Pray that we continue to help these new believers grow and take deep roots.
A prayer request would be that each of those ladies, myself included, continue this discipline of spending time with God on a daily basis after Lent is finished.
The thing I'd like prayer for is we're in recruiting season for the degree students for next year. At the moment there's about a half a dozen that are praying about it. I guess I would pray that God would lead the right group to join the degree for next year, and it would be a full class of 5 to 7.
One prayer request would be that these people actually continue to see God's love in us and actually come to a point where they want God in their own life.
So thanks for watching our video, and thanks for all your prayer and support. If you want to see more content that we're putting out in videos, click here to subscribe, and then you'll get a notification every time we upload a new video. And if you want to see the last video that we uploaded, click right there and it will take you over to that. Thanks for watching.